What's in a name? Did you know that Uso uso, Panthera uncia, and Aquila nipalensis are all species native to Kazakhstan? Perhaps you know these animals better by their common names, the beluga sturgeon, the snow leopard, and the steppe eagle. Scientific names are not often used by the general public, so have you ever wondered about their origin or why every known species on Earth has one? The way in which we name and classify living organisms dates all the way back to Aristotle in ancient Greece. Aristotle, known as the father of science, created the field of taxonomy to describe and organize life forms. The word itself comes from the ancient Greek words taxis, meaning arrangement, and nomia, meaning method. Early taxonomy was based on the type of organism, a plant, an animal, a bird, or a fish, and a description of its characteristics, for example, a hard wooden stem or pointed leaves. Aristotle began to classify living organisms based on their attributes, such as giving birth to live young, laying eggs, and having blood or not having blood. In fact, these attributes roughly equate to the categories mammals, non-mammals, vertebrates and non-vertebrates, invertebrates, that we use today. Aristotle had a student called Theophrastus who carried on this tradition, going on to name around 500 plants and their uses in Historia Plantarum, and as a result came to be known as the father of botany. It wasn't until the Renaissance and the invention of optical lenses that scientists were able to better observe the characteristics of living things and give even more new species names. Major taxonomists during these periods were Andrea Celespino, who included over 1,500 plant species in De Plantis in 1583, John Ray, who published details of over 18,000 plant species in Methodus Plantarum Nova in 1682, and Joseph Piton de Tournefort, who described over 9,000 species in 698 genera in Institutiones Rei Herbariae in 1700. Following on from their work, Carl Linnaeus, a Swedish botanist, became the father of modern taxonomy. Linnaeus changed the way organisms were classified using their class, order, genus, and species, which came to be known as the Linnaean system. He also introduced a standardized binomial naming system in the 18th century, which requires all species to be given a two-part scientific name made up of the genus and a unique name for that particular species. Since the binomial naming system became popular, all old names became invalid, and new names following the rules of the system were given. In fact, today almost every organism on our planet already has a scientific name. However, there are still some places that harbor unknown species, such as the depths of our oceans and our unexplored forests and jungles.